What's up? It's Jamani. I want to talk about something that's heavy on my heart. I've been thinking about this for a few weeks since I've been working here at the motel. It's currently 2 a.m. in the morning. So I work overnight as a night auditor here. And as far as in the environment, the guests that I check in, this is kind of like in and out, like hookups and I've seen a little bit of everything while working here, within the last month. So as far as a little bit about myself, like I've kind of always been like a lover boy, especially when I was younger. Like I was really big on, love. But as I got older, I've never seen that, never really experienced it. Usually get rejected by females, things of that nature. So I kind of gave up on love. I'm gonna go in the room 209. So I'm just saying this to say is like, I'm really like an isolated person. So, I spend a lot of time by myself, and but that still doesn't mean I want to be by myself, right? So like lust is something that as a guy it's just like it's really hard to control, because it's like, I don't know, it's just, as a guy sometimes you see an attractive girl, it's just naturally you want to be involved with her. So working at this motel, it's just a lot of sex going on, and it's a tough environment to be in, because I've made the decision to not want to have sex with women, or just not want to have sex, try to avoid lust, because I felt like it had more control over me than I had control over myself. And I have two addictions in my life: one, gambling, and then two, pornography. But not much is pornography more than lust itself. You know what I'm saying? Because even without pornography, I'm still just, very much like, I go to the mall, I'm looking at every girl I see, and as a guy, I think what most guys don't do, or even like consider, is, how much is too much when it comes to being attracted to women, mentally, emotionally. Like, it really takes a toll on myself, just lusting for women, looking at women, desiring women, being on social media, going through women's pages, sending messages. Like, it's more of a negative thing than it is a positive thing. And I just have, it created a lot of insecurities for me, more than I've already had. I've made bad decisions with messaging girls, chasing women, chasing sex, chasing love. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's hard to fight against it. You know what I mean? And what I'm saying is, working at a motel like this, where most of the people that check in, they seem to be kind of in and out, with the people that, you know what I'm saying, the people that come in, like, it's mostly men that check in. They might check in by themselves, but I could look at the camera, they go into the side door, they got a female with them. And sometimes females check in and, they do what they do. So I'm just I want to just have more control over myself. And this is an easy job. This is not really complaining about the job at all. It's really about my self-control. And this is just something that's heavy on my mind. When I walk through the halls, let's do rounds, right? So, when I work in two different, I work at a hotel and I work here, right? A lot of times I walk through the motel, the hotel, and at the hotel is not really never, there's not too much. But in the motel, usually at this time of night, 2-3 o'clock in the morning, these walls are very thin. So if somebody coughs, pretty, and they're close to the door, you could hear that. Like, sometimes it's quiet, but I work 5 days a night, so usually 2 out of those 5 days, I'm probably hearing something that's going on, So again, I'm gonna just walk through. I don't hear much of anything right now, but this environment itself is like, you know, for me, I'm just like, I kind of get envious too. Even though when I look at some of these guys that come in with the females, I could tell that it's very transactional relationship, right? As transactional, what I mean is like, they probably don't even know this girl, probably met her the same night, like, or, yeah, it's just like maybe they're just, sometimes I see couples that come in here, but I would say most of the time they're not couples. You know what I'm saying? I don't think these people really know each other at all. But I try not to judge. It's not even my business in the first place. At the end of the day, this is really about me fighting against my own temptations and feeling like, because I live in isolation, like, and, I don't believe in love, but I want to believe in love. As a guy, I'm very much, like, how to say, like I want sex, I think I'm gonna go in room 219. I think, yeah, this should be vacant. So, I'm just fighting against lust, you know what I'm saying? Really fighting against, part of it is just not wanting to be alone, but then it's like, it's just hormones, I guess. Like, as a guy, just like the compulsion to, interact with a woman is just, I feel like at this type of time of night, and just the way, like, I don't have as many options, because I get rejected for females based off of, I'm not the most confident guy financially. I'm not stable mentally, emotionally. I'm not stable. So, women prefer secure men. And I'm not going to pretend like I'm the most attractive guy either. But I'm starting to look at things a lot differently, and not in a healthy manner. You know what I'm saying? I look at women as very transactional people when it comes to relationships. And I don't think women love unconditionally. I don't think women accept men unconditionally as much. You know what I'm saying? There might be few, but the majority of women, I feel like it's in their nature to really just only nurture the best guy. You know what I mean? That is, financially stable, physically, mentally, emotionally. And I'm not none of that, So when it comes to like my options, I don't have much options, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm 30, as a 30-year-old man, I've only had sex with 6 different women, and I've only had sex 11 times. That's in total with 6 different women. I feel like a virgin, to be honest with you. And that sounds kind of crazy, but some of my friends laugh at me when cause my homies, they know, like, I keep it real. Like, I ain't, when's the last time you had sex, bro? Like, bro, you already know, like, man. So it's just like, and I chase women, or at least I chase sex. You know what I'm saying? I've chased it. It's I think being rejected and not being, I don't know. I can't speak for women. I don't know what women see in me. I don't know what they don't see in me. I feel like the only thing is just like, I can say financially and probably like social status wise, that's probably like, if I had a better social status, if I was more financially secure, I'd be able to attract more women. But for me, that makes me feel uncomfortable too, because I'm not being accepted for me. So I just, I've been trying to like really get my mind off of, like, even before I started working here, I've been trying to not fall into lust. You know what I mean? Not every time I see a girl at the mall, I try not to turn around and look at her and check her out, because it becomes such a habit that I just feel like it has more control over me than I have control over lust. So I don't know. I'm just expressing myself, in general, because I just feel like, this is a crazy, Motel 6 it's a crazy place to work, man. When I'm seeing the things that I'm seeing, and I see how common it is, and I see it at a high ratio, like, it's just like, damn, like, and I'm going through my personal, like, my personal, like, issues as well, like, my insecurities. I've made a lot of personal choices that kind of just, self-inflicted damage, and this is kind of part of the journey of me trying to find myself and build myself and better myself. And I also feel like I'm losing myself too, because I know what type of guy I am, or at least I know what type of guy I used to be. I don't want to have sex with the wrong women. I don't want to have kids with the wrong women. I don't want to take the chance of getting STDs. So, but at the same time, I think I just feel very lonely, and I feel very compulsive to just act on my hormones as well. So, again, I'm just kind of just venting a little bit. So, let me shut off some of these lights. See, probably, I'm gonna make sure there's no one at the front desk, or hopefully, it's a real slow day today, so. I think if there was someone there, I'll be able to hear him. But I'm just, again, right now it's kind of quiet. Don't hear anything. But I would say, there'd be times where, there's just a lot going on around here. And a lot of it is, I think it's me too, like, I'm just fighting against myself too, and I feel like I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do any type of drugs, but I think I use like the idea of being validated by women as like a drug. Like, I feel like I need to be accepted, and if I'm not accepted, then I feel like something's wrong with me. So I think that's why I chase sex too. It's not just, it's the physical, the physical feeling as well, but I think it's more of the validation part that I look forward to, because if women don't want to deal with me, if they're not interested, then, it makes, it's kind of, that's kind of like, if I send a message to a girl, she don't respond, that's just basically an unvalidated feeling where it just, I guess it speaks for itself. I'm trying to say, it's like, it makes me feel worthless in a sense. So, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of guys that could probably relate to that. Like, or I think men probably don't think about it as much, but like, why do you chase women sometimes? Women don't, and I know this might come off disrespectful to women, but women don't really have any value to men. Like, they don't really offer anything. Like, she's not paying my bills, she's not, like, if I can't do nothing for her, she's not gonna be interested in doing anything for me. Like, I gotta talk to her. I have to, it's like you can hear things in the moment, but there's so much that a man has to do for a woman first to get a woman's attention, and then you gotta keep a woman's attention. What is a woman gonna actually do for me other than have sex with me? You know what I'm saying? So, I do find it pointless in chasing women. I do find it pointless in chasing lust, but it still has a hold on me sometimes, if not a lot of times, more than it should. So I'm just really going through it with that, like, just the sense of loneliness and desperation too, like. So yeah, it's a quiet night. I think I just walked through all the halls. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody checking in. I don't think I haven't checked in one person here, and I've been here for a few hours. So, I think I just trying to figure out what to do with myself, man. Cause, I don't know, just lost, and I just need to have more self-control, need more structure, I think I need to be more self-discipline is probably what it really is. And I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to find it. But, I think it's just, the problem's me, you know what I'm saying? I could say, like, I can't blame women for anything, for like the way I feel, but I don't know, man. I'm broken. You know, I could say that for sure. Like, I definitely feel broken, and I don't know if this environment is helping at all. You know, that's kind of the point of this video. If I'm kind of just like, I feel like I'm like kind of just talking all over the place, and I'm not really getting to an exact point. Like, I'm working here financially. It's good. It's free money. Like, I don't do anything. But I think the environment is very like mentally, emotionally, it's kind of it's putting my mind in the wrong place, you know. And I think it's just unhealthy for me to work in this environment, being the person that I am, where I'm not mentally like stable enough, and emotionally I don't have like good structure on myself to really control myself and be able to navigate through, and like, you know, my own emotions, and just the way how I feel, you know. So I'm just trying to figure that out, like, because, you know, it's late night, man. And you know, fighting against lust is very difficult. So I'm gonna just leave it at that.